Hi, folks.
Hi, folks.
Mike and Tam here, coming to you from home with our friend Piggy, my friend Piggy. The reason Piggy is making such a racket is she is not the biggest fan of Tammy. Look at her. Look at her. She's challenging Tammy for possession of me. We have been tagged by our good friends Piggy.
She ain't gonna shut up.
Get over here on this shoulder. Go to the other shoulder.
Ah! Ah! She's on me! Get her off! Oh, jeez. I told you that wasn't a good idea.
Whew, that was funny. Tam and I were tagged by our friends at the channel Aspace For3 with a Get to Know Me challenge that is comprised of 12 questions. If you haven't subscribed to Aspace For3, you ought to do it. These are some of the nicest folks on YouTube. Genuinely, not just saying that because they tagged us. They are some of the nicest folks on YouTube.
They are.
They understand community. You ought to go and get to know these folks. Wonderful folks. They tagged us with this with this questions. We just got through with the challenge a couple of weeks ago. I'm still a little rattled by it, to tell you the truth.
No, we're not cooking.
Thank goodness. 12 questions. The first question, I'll go ahead and fill this one by myself. What does your channel name mean? The first movie that we ever took our daughter to, she was 4 years old. It was back in the early 1990s, was The Nightmare Before Christmas. Toward the beginning of that movie, Jack the Pumpkin King has just returned from another successful Halloween. And one of the members of the Halloween Town band looks at him in passing and says, "Nice work."
Bone Daddy.
Yes, and I didn't think much about it at the time, but Tammy and Haley thought it was cute, and for almost the next 10 years, that's what Tammy called me. She called me Bone Daddy. The two-part is really because when I went on YouTube and I wanted to pick a name and I thought Bone Daddy would be great, and I looked to see if there were any other Bone Daddies. You know what? There were a few other Bone Daddies.
Yeah.
There were a lot of Bone Daddies. I would have been buried beneath them. So the first thought I had was, well, I'm Bone Daddy too. And I thought, well, there you go. Second one. Where are you from, Tam?
I'm from Georgia, but originally from Alabama.
We're both originally from North Alabama. We've been in Georgia for decades now. But
A very long time.
We were born, I was born in Huntsville, Alabama. Tammy was born in Limestone County. It was actually Athens, Alabama, but all the folks out there in the county, they call it Limestone County. How many countries have you visited?
That's easy. None.
I have been to Panama a long time ago. Tammy, do you have any special talents?
No, not really.
Neither do I. Tam, what's the first thing you notice about other people?
How they make me feel.
I didn't
vibe, man.
I didn't give her that, but she wanted to know how to express it, so I thought how they make me feel would be the first thing I notice about other people. Probably their resting face when they come
resting face.
Yeah, well, when you first meet somebody, they're smiling, or they're the way they want to be when they meet you. But those moments in between conversations,
gotcha.
when they're off, the way they make me feel. Number 6, what scares you about aging?
Somebody having to take care of me.
Same, yeah.
And being in pain.
Oh, well, the pain part,
started happening.
Yeah, when you get to be our age, yeah, there's already a few pains. It's warm up.
Yeah.
But yeah, the same thing. I don't want to be a burden to my daughter.
No.
You know, I'm not that crazy about sticking around to the point where I want other people to have to take care of me. Number 7, do you use sarcasm a lot?
No.
Oh, God. Yes.
Never.
But Tammy does use a fair amount of sarcasm.
From living with you.
Well, I would make someone sarcastic. Number 8, scary movies or happy endings?
Scary movies.
Yeah, it's
Scary movies with happy endings.
the best of both worlds. Yeah, I have to go with scary movies too. We've watched together and separately. We've watched a lot of scary movies, but
I don't remember half of them.
again, as I've aged, I like happy endings more
Really?
than I used to. You know, one of my guilty pleasures, you know, is my Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Oh,
I've seen that movie like I don't know, a dozen
And you went
times.
to watch it, it wasn't for me.
Really?
Remember?
No, I don't remember.
I remember.
I don't remember what I had for breakfast. Okay. What item, number 9, what item can you not leave the house without?
My purse.
For me, it would probably be sort of the same thing. I don't have a purse, but I have a wallet, of course, in case somebody asks me to show them my papers. I need to have I need the security of my driver's license being there.
And your phone.
Well, the phone is handy if I think I could survive without the phone, but here's the thing. If you're walking down the highway and the police officer pulls over behind you because you're walking, I think it's going to be a lot handier to have that driver's license than it will be a phone. The phone will come in handy when you got to call your lawyer.
Or your wife gets you out of jail.
Or your wife with bail money. Number 10. When was the last time you cried?
When my dad died.
That's the last time you cried?
I think so.
Wow.
But I cried for a long time after he died. Months and months.
I shed tears very often. I don't sob a whole lot, but I'll shed tears. And the last time I can remember doing so was actually when we watched Aspace For3 do their version of this Get to Know Me questionnaire, and they began speaking about a mutual friend of ours that's battling cancer, and that caused some tears to leak out of my eyes. Number 11. Are you an introvert or an extrovert, Tammy?
Extrovert.
Okay. And I have to agree. Tammy has never met a stranger. If you listen closely in some of our videos, a lot of times, as I'm narrating, you will actually hear Tammy in the background carrying on conversations with people that are just around, random folks that are around us. And people will come up to her out of a crowd and pick her out of a crowd to just start talking to.
And I'll talk back.
So I think she is an extrovert. People would probably think that I'm mostly an extrovert. I have some introverted ways. When I was younger, I was very, very extroverted,
yes.
To the point of being obnoxious. But I think as I've aged, I enjoy hearing other people talk. I'd rather hear other people's stories. Number 12, Tammy, what's your favorite book?
I'm really ashamed to say this, but I'm not a reader, never have been.
What is your favorite book?
I know.
Tammy?
And the last one I remember reading the whole way through is short as well.
Oh, oh wow! Look at her now.
I'm so embarrassed, but it's true. I hate reading.
I'm just the opposite. This is actually the hardest question on this questionnaire for me. I love books.
Oh gosh, does he?
Since Tammy and I have been together, I've probably given away or donated enough books to populate the shelves of a small library.
That's the truth.
So I'm going to go here and say that probably my favorite book is a book by Shirley Jackson called The Haunting of Hill House. That's it. That's all the questions. We survived this.
We did it.
We did it. Okay, now.
You know me better.
I do. You extrovert, you. Oh, Lord. Lord, Charlotte. I mean, Tammy. Okay. So now you know what it's time for at the end of these things. It's time to tag some other people to do the same thing.
Don't need to entertain us now.
Yes, we need to get past this. So we need you to help us do that. We choose the folks that we tag based on just really a couple of criteria. One is we've never tagged them before. Another is we have to have a pretty good idea that you would be comfortable with it. If we even suspect a little bit that you might not be comfortable with doing something like this, or if any kind of questionnaire that might have questions on it that we suspect you might not be comfortable with. I know some people might delight in that, but we would not do anybody like that.
Yeah.
With the exception of the first person on our list. You had to know this was going to happen. We're going to go ahead and tag our buddy CJ over at Schick Happens.
You made me cook.
He made her cook. Again, we're not trying to pressure anyone here. This is all in fun. So if you don't
want to do it.
If you want to do it, do it. If you don't want to do it, that's fine too. But we just thought
sure be fun.
we thought we would hit that one back over the net at Schick. The second the second channel that we would like to tag to do this get to know me questionnaire is Adventures in the Heartland. John and Jan are some wonderful people.
Yep.
They have some entertaining stuff on their channel. I should have said all these folks, the links to their channel will be in the description of this entirely too long video. But please check out Adventures in the Heartland. You won't be sorry if you did. Sur5ing Tennessee. These are some fun folks who are also funny.
Yeah.
I've got to admit, probably in choosing some of these people, how funny I thought they would be probably had something to do with the decision here. Oh, and we will post the questions also in the description below.
Yeah.
That would be crazy to expect you to watch this again. That would be watching, it would be like watching the entire Godfather trilogy at once, wouldn't it? The next channel we want to tag is New Horizons.
Yep.
This is a fairly new channel, but man, there's some good videos coming out of there already.
Yep.
The next person, kind of she did the fall questions challenge, and we love her, and we would like to know more about her. That's Mandy's Magic Moments.
Yeah.
Mandy, we're tagging you. There's only 12 questions here. None of them are too painful, I don't think, unless you're Tammy and someone asks you about your reading list. But Mandy, we're tagging you. Mandy's got a great channel. Every day on her channel, she gives you something you can go in the office and be smarter than the next guy knowing. So Mandy's Magic Moments. And last but certainly not least, some wonderful people, friends of ours, the Sidwell Universe. It's not the Sidwell Universe, it's just Sidwell Universe. Adorable children, sweet folks. Go and check them out too, and you guys are tagged to answer these questions about yourself, these probing questions about your reading habits, and
I hope you love to read.
And the difference between extrovert and introvert. So until the next time, the next questions, the next entirely too long video. This is Mike and Tammy and Piggy
And the crazy bird.
saying bye.
What was I supposed to say? How that make me feel?
Okay. Take 50. Tam and I were...
She ain't gonna shut up, just go. Just work with it. Ah! Ah!
She's sitting there. It's just funny. I'm sorry.
And she's staring at me.